And on the other side, it will be Cristiano Mirarchi who will try to reach the ball first. So there's the first sprint, the first match on Tuesday, day 2 of the Ortigia Bubble Tournament. And Spandau once again win the sprint 5 times out of 5 attempts so far in this tournament. So they have the first possession of the ball. Now Nikola Dedovic gets the call and gives the ball to Restovic. 5 seconds on the shot clock. It's just an ordinary foul. Restovic. And the very last second, an attempt by Spandau, number 11. He only managed to hit the crossbar, so it remains 0-0. Actually, it was the left post. Jacopo. And already the first exclusion of the game. 6 on 5 for Ortigia. So the excluded player is Marino Chagai, one of the goal scorers from yesterday from Spandau, who's out for 20 seconds. And there's the first goal. The goal scorer is Valentino Gallo. It was also on the score sheet on Monday against Ligue. Powerful shot. Took a deflection on the Baksha, but he didn't manage to save. That was the exclusion foul. So, extra player goal by Ortigia. Well, regarding the rankings here in Group A, Recco and Ligue have a 100% record so far, 4 games and 12 points respectively. Olympiacos have 6 points, Ortigia 3. They sit on 4th place. It will be just enough to qualify for the final tournament. Marseille and Spandau have 1 point apiece. Jacopo. Vidovic. The Montenegrin gets the call and the shot from distance. Went wide. But this time the Italians missed the target. Dedovic. Restovic. Well, the Germans still have time, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And now their first power play situation. The excluded player from Ortigia is Cristiano Mirarchi. Restovic. Holod. Restovic once again. Dedovic. Nice play and a great goal by the Germans. The Lewis will score an extra player goal through Lucas Kielan. The defender makes it 1-0. No chance for Tempesti. So great response by the Germans after Ortigia managed to take the lead. No saves so far by either goalkeeper. Actually, these were crucial finishes on both sides. Jacopo. Cassia. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And that was a turnover foul committed by Cristiano Napolitano, one of the veterans of Ortigia. 38 years of age. No chance for a quick counter-attack, but now the clear opportunity for Spandau, and they turn the score. Nikola Dedovic making it 2-1 for the Germans. The assist comes from Gilan, the first goal scorer. And the very cool finish by Nikola Dedovic, Serbian international, arrived from Primorje back in 2016. So the Italians are now trailing by 1 goal. We are almost halfway through the first quarter, and that's another exclusion. And the first save by Laszlo Baksha. That's going to be a corner throw. It was the skipper, Massimo Jacopo, who made this attempt. Rossi. Jacopo. Back to Rossi, and another save by Baksha. 2 great saves successively. Shot came from a tight angle by Simone Rossi. A chance for Spandau to double their lead. Restovic. Dedovic. Gilan, and took a deflection, and this way no chance for Sepura Tempesti at all. 3-1 for Spandau. 3 goals in a row by the Germans. There was a deflection. So it's goal number 2 for Lucas Gilan in this match. All in all, it's goal number 3 in the prelims. He scored only once in December here in Ostia. That's gonna be VR review. So let's check whether the goal counts or not. Because the other side, to the attempt of Simone Rossi, the ball was not inside. Yes. After the VAR check, we can confirm that it's 3-1, so Baksha made the save. And after that, Spandau scored a great goal, so it's 3-1, I'm afraid. Jacopo. And Jacopo scores an action goal by the Italians. And it's goal number 2 for Ortigia. The goal scorer is the captain for the 7th time in the prelims. Yesterday he didn't manage to score. He had a couple of opportunities. So it's 3-2 for Spandau. Entertaining first quarter so far. A little more than 3 minutes on the clock. Gilan. 4 seconds only on the shot clock. Followed. And the shot clock runs down. The goal doesn't count, of course. Jacopo. Chance to make an equalizer for Ortigia. And there's another exclusion. It's the number 12 from Spandau. Alex Sekulic, who leaves the pool. And the goal has been disallowed, but Ortigia has now double advantage, so that's another exclusion now. It's the number 7, Teleski, who left the pool 6-on-4. Great chance for Ortigia, now 6-on-5 already. And Baksha makes the save. Save number 3 for the Hungarian goalkeeper. As in a really good shape here in Ostia. And one of the Ortigia players is left behind, so for a couple of seconds. I know it couldn't have been 6-on-5 because Spandau has made the substitution, but now an exclusion. So 6-on-5, really for Spandau, but for 20 seconds now, Restovic. Mirarki is the excluded player for the second time. So he's already on the edge of ejection from the game. And the German score. So just like Lukas Gilan, now Nikola Dedovic also has 2 goals to his name. Great assist by Restovic, and Dedovic makes it 4-2 for Spandau. Two goals out of 2 attempts. And just like yesterday, Spandau has a great start in this match. That was the case on Monday against Marseille as well. Vidovic. We're heading for the last minute of the first quarter. Vidovic. No foul on the center forward. Massimo Jacopo. This time the captain went to this position. Last 40 seconds of period number 1. Gilan. And exclusion from Ortigia. Number 5, Di Luciano, his first major foul. As the third extra man situation for Spandau. That's a great steal by Jacopo. And they have another 12 seconds before the end of the first quarter. Will that be enough to score a goal? Vidovic. 3 seconds only. And they are pretty far away from the German goal. So that's the end of quarter number 1. In the evening. Now there's the second swim off. And Spandau wins it once again. It was very tight. However, Milan. Followed. And that's a great goal. A fantastic center forward movement. Water-Polo for the first time today on the score sheet. Yesterday he scored twice against Marseille. And he was powerful, he was unstoppable. And there was nothing Stefano Tempesti could do about that. Water-Polo makes it 5-2 for Spandau, surprisingly. Big difference between these two teams. Now, Ortigia is in real trouble and they are losing the ball now. Baksha needs some help. Restovic with the ball. Passes to Dedovic. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Restovic. And a good steal by the captain Jacopo, who is pushing forward now. Vidovic. Jacopo. Vidovic. And the foul on Napolitano. And that's the first exclusion in this second quarter. Great chance for Ortigia to get a little bit closer to Spandau, but Baksha makes the save. Well, Baksha has a 66.7% save efficiency, 4 saves out of 6 attempts at his goal. And Stefano Tempesti hasn't managed to make a single save so far. And that's another goal, 6-2, would you believe or not? 4-goal gap between Spandau and Ortigia in favor of the Germans. And not surprisingly, the first time out call, Stefano Picardo has his say. Great goal by Denis Strelski. Strelski had a great game as a member of the German team against France, their tightest game at the Rotterdam Olympic qualification tournament 2 weeks ago. But despite scoring 6 times, he was in the losing side. They lost by 13 goals to 12 against France, and they only finished 6th in their group, so the last spot, and they didn't have realistic chance to go to the quarterfinal and to clinch an Olympic quota. Vidovic. And once again, a great defensive play by Spandau. So both defensively and offensively, they are superior to Ortigia. And now they are men up after this latest exclusion. Napolitano, the excluded player. Dedovic, Restovic, Jungling. That's a great block by the Italians. They survived this time. That was the first missed attempt by Spandau. Still at the other side as well. Dedovic, who is pushing forward. It's only 2 goals so far in this quarter, both scored by the Germans. Now Restovic has a chance, and he scored as well. 7-2. Fantastic performance by the Germans. That's quick counter-attack, and Restovic scores his first today. And also his first goal in the second bubble tournament. He scored 3 times in December here in Ostia. So no goals by Ortigia so far in period number 2. Vidovic, they desperately need to score now. But Baksha makes another save. And Laszlo Baksha, a world-class performance here in Ostia, but the Italians win back possession. Vidovic. And Baksha once again. Absolutely amazing that he's performing in front of the Spandau goal. Only 4 years of age, Laszlo Baksha once again could be the hero of the match, just like yesterday against Marseille. Zekulic. The shot clock has already run down, and now the Italians have the chance to make an attempt to score their third goal. 2 goals in almost 13 minutes in this match. Jacopo. Inside the last 3 minutes of this quarter, and another missed chance by the Italians. Filippo Ferrero with the latest attempt, and maybe that's gonna be another VAR check. No, so the ball was definitely not inside. Now the Germans have the possession after the throw-in. And so could be 6-goal gap between these two, but not this way. A turnover foul. Tempesti, still without any single save so far. Rossi. Vidovic. Rossi. And there's an action goal by the Italians. This time Ferrero managed to find the back of the net. That's a great move by the Italian number 6. So it's Spandau 7, Ortigia 3. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock before halftime. Stefano Piccardo is protesting about something. by the Croatian referee. Dedovic. Polot. Dedovic. Restovic. Exclusion, and now that's a power play situation for Spandau no fear. Nicola Rocchi left the pool for 20 seconds. Restovic. And that's a great goal by Polot. That's his first one today. Yesterday he was best German goal scorer, scoring 3 times in total. And that's already goal number 14 in the tournament by the Russian international. No chance at all for Tempesti. So 8 attempts at his goal and 8 goals. It hasn't happened very often in his career. I'm sure that right before halftime he stood without a single save. So 8-3, and once again the Germans have the possession of the ball, and they have another excellent advantage. Garcia is excluded. His first personal foul, but the turnover foul in the excellent situation. Remains 8-3. Vidovic. And save number 8 from Laszlo Baksha. You can't find the words for that. %, save efficiency by Baksha. And there's save number 1 for Tempesti. Right at the end of the second quarter. So it's 8-3 for Spandau. too tired or not, will they have the energy to perform so well like they did in the first 2 quarters. They have a comfortable lead, 5 goals at halftime. And the first swim off, and it's won once again by Spandau. Mirki Holod reached the ball first. Restovic. Almost a steal by Jacopo, but it's free throw for Spandau. And that's a great attempt by Nikola Dedovic. However, the shot went wide. And one of the German players is left behind. Can the Italians take advantage of that? Yes, in a way, yes, because they get a 5-meter penalty. So Baksha is wondering about that. Marino Chaga is also disappointed about the call, but that's a great chance for Ortigia to score their 4th goal. Valentino Gallo trying to beat Laszlo Baksha. And he manages to do that. No chance at all for Baksha. 8-4 for Spandau. Italians only scored once in the 2nd quarter. Now they have their first goal immediately in the 3rd one. Restovic. And it's going to be a turnover foul. Yes, it is. Well, the referees would like to check something. But they thought it's going to be a timeout call for Ortigia, but Stefano Picardo says he didn't have the intention to call for a timeout. So the play can go on. So we are waiting for the confirmation. So I'm afraid it's going to be an exclusion. They show the number 5, the referees. So Marino Chagai has done something, or is it Marco Stamm? A little confusion at the German bench. Peter Röhle is showing something, the team manager, and Peter Kovacevic is also protesting against the call. And Peter Röhle is coming to the jury table. First, he's talking to the Serbian referee, Vojin Putnikovic, who is explaining the situation to Mr. Röhle. And it's going to be another 5-meter penalty. So still no play, and it looks we don't have final decision now. Mr. Anker Moliner from the TWPC, from Len, is talking to Vojin Putnikovic. They try to discuss this very special situation. There could have been a forced substitution at the German bench. Jacques Racine, the other delegate from LAN, is also there. So the call stands, 5-meter penalty for... No. It doesn't stand. It has been changed, so Ortigia has the possession of the ball, but no exclusion. It remains 6-on-6. There was an applause from the German bench to realize that decision of the referees, but this time that's an exclusion from Spandau. The number 7 from Spandau, Denis Strzelecki, who were excluded. Only 3 seconds from this excellent advantage. 6-on-6 already, at another 20 seconds for Ortigia at least. Vidovic. Jacopo, and an action goal. Bakshi is absolutely not satisfied with his defenders. Jacopo, great goal, and 2 goals in succession by Ortigia. So it's 8-5 now. And it's a distribution this time from Ortigia. Now 6-on-5 for Spandau. Filippo Ferrero is out for 20 seconds. Followed. And Tempesti. Well, officially that has been his first save actually. After 8 attempts at his goal. An all improving performance by Ortigia. They scored twice in a row, and Tempesti also made his first save. So it's 6-on-6 already. The Germans couldn't take advantage of that exclusion. Great defensive play this time by Ortigia, but that's another exclusion. So once again they are men down. Restovic. The pass is not the best, but Holod saves the situation. They still have the possession. Stamm. And Tempesti in the very last second. So it remains 8-5. And now a chance for Ortigia to tighten the gap to only 2 goals. The score was 8-3 at halftime, remember. And now it's 8-5. And the Italians making this offensive play. Great block. This time Baksha didn't need to save. A long pass forward to Restovic. And exclusion once again. Another attempt by the Germans. Simone Rossi is out. Restovic. And what a goal! Boris Jungling with the help of the crossbar, and it's 9-5. They regain the 4-goal difference. That's absolutely unstoppable. No chance at all for Stefano Tempesti. Powerful shots by Jungling. That was the major foul committed by Simone Rossi. So with the exception of Condemi, Gallo and Vidovic, all the field players of Ortigia had at least 1 personal foul. Mr. Miraki already 2. Now power play for Ortigia. Plenty of exclusions in this game. Great play, and from the rebound, Napolitano manages to score goal number 6 for Ortigia. First, Baksha made the save, but he turned to be pretty unlucky after the rebound. And Christian Napolitano reacted well. native of Syracuse, Cristiano Napolitano, who started his career in Ortigia and then signed for Brescia, and he returned to Ortigia in 2017. Now we are heading for the last 3 minutes of the third quarter. And another excellent situation, but that's a bad pass. Stefan Vidovic stole the ball from the Germans. And now the Italians are pushing forward. Regarding the current rhythm of the match, they have a realistic chance to catch Spandau. But Baksha makes the save. Once again, the rebound goes to Ortigia. Jacopo. Five seconds on the shot clock. Jacopo. A long-range effort, but he misses the target. Cristiano Mirarchi is already ejected with his third major foul, and that's goal number 10 for Spandau. Just inside the last 2 minutes of the third quarter, Janis Teleski regains the 4-goal lead for the Germans. Quick counter-attack and the turnover goal for Spandau. We can understand that Stefano Piccardo is not happy about that. They had their chances to tighten the gap even more. 3 goals from Ortigia in this quarter and 2 from Spandau so far. Vidovic. No foul on the center forward. Dedovic. That's a free throw. Restovic gets another call. Dedovic, 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Tempesti making his 4th save. And it's gonna be an exclusion for sure. So Ortigia has the extra man advantage. Marco Stamm is excluded for the first time in this match. But 3 German players, Chaga, Jungling and Streleski, all stand on 2 major fouls. And that's almost a steal by Dedovic. 1 second on the shot clock, and a missed attempt by Ortigia. The Germans don't need to rush. 35 seconds on the clock, 25 on the shot clock. That's what Lucas Gielan is showing to his teammates. They have to be patient. They have a 4-goal lead. And that's a very favorable situation right before the last quarter. And after this block, they will have the possession until the end of this quarter. Teleski, Tempesti, we have another save. In the first half of the game, he didn't perform any saves. And that was already save number 5 in the third one, in the third quarter, I should say. And that's the end of quarter number 3. So Ortigia is still in a big trouble. They managed to reduce that 5-goal gap. Ortigia needs a heroic performance in the last quarter. They are trailing by 4 goals. They have to take the risk. But once again, the sprint is won by the Germans for the 4th time as well. Gielen. Streleski. Dadovic. There's the first exclusion of the last quarter. And they take advantage of that. That's a 5-goal gap. A terrible start by Ortigia in the last quarter. 11 goes to 6, and the goal scorer is Marco Stamm. After 2 unsuccessful attempts, finally he manages to find the back of the net. The assist comes from Restovic. And it's Spandau 11, Ortigia 6. So it's even worse for Ortigia. Jacopo. Exclusion. That's a must-score situation for Ortigia, of course. Because Gielen left the pool. He also stands on 2 major fouls, just like Chaga, Jungling and Streleski. And the Italians lose the ball. Hold. They don't need to rush. Time is on their side. Little more than 6 minutes on the clock before the end of this match. Goal doesn't count. They push the ball underwater. That's a great play by the Italians. But in the end, it's Baksha who performs the save. So it remains 11-6. That was a great defensive play by the Germans. Followed. Free throw for Spandau. And Tempesti with the save. Still 11-6. Tempesti. Gallo. Jacopo. Jacopo, and a great block by the Germans. At least another 20 seconds for Ortigia, but we are almost halfway through the last quarter. And they haven't managed to score a single goal in the last quarter. And Baksha. Once again, maybe the man of the match, Laszlo Baksha. Six on 5 for Ortigia. It's the number 5, Marino Chagai, who is ejected from the game, and Baksha, maybe another save, and I think it's all over for Ortigia. A little more than 4 minutes left on the clock. Spandau has a 5-goal lead, and they have the possession of the ball as well. So for sure they remain unbeaten here in the second bubble tournament in Ostia. After yesterday's draw against Marseille, they are very close to get all 3 points against Ortigia. Jacopo. Chuk is left behind. A lob shot. Misses the target. So Livan goes so far in the last quarter, scored by Marco Stamm. And it's another goal. Mari Restovic, who makes it Spandau 12, Ortigia 6. They've scored twice as many goals as Ortigia. And Restovic has 100% shot efficiency, 2 attempts and 2 goals. He was also present in Rotterdam at the Olympic qualifying tournament 2 weeks ago. In the German side. Well, that's going to be the first real sensation of the second bubble tournament here in Ostia. Especially the gap between Spandau and Ortigia. It's a really disappointing result from Ortigia, and they are losing the ball once again. Valentino Gallo with this really bad pass. Spandau conceded a total of 45 goals in the first tournament in December against Recco, Olympiacos and Ligue, and managed to score only 22 goals. In 2 matches, they've only conceded 13 times so far. Little more than 2 minutes left on the clock. Now they are man down. Lucas Gillen is also ejected with his third personal foul. after Chagai and Mirarchi. And the Italians are playing terribly in the last quarter. And the timeout called by Petar Kovacevic. More than convincing performance by the Germans. And don't forget that the German championships hasn't even started in this season. Many of the Spandau players took part at the Olympic qualification tournament as well. And despite that, they look really fresh, they look really motivated, and they've been playing much, much better than Ortigia. Maybe yesterday they also would have deserved victory against Marseille in the end. And for the 7-0 draw. Seven seconds on the shot clock. And they rather threw the ball to the rope. But no chance this way to lead a quick counter-attack for Ortigia. Gallo. Last minute of the game. Gallo. Jacopo. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Exclusion. Boris Jüngling is also ejected. He's the third Spandau player who is out of the game. And once again a timeout called by Petar Kovacevic. Well, I have to say that in the Spandau squad there's another Hungarian besides László Baksa, the first choice goalkeeper. A very young, talented player, Bence Haverkamp, who was born in the year of 2006. He's in the roster, but not included in the team list for this match, of course. But he's here in Ostia. I talked to Mr. Peter Röhle, the team manager, and he said that Haverkamp also has a bright future. And I should say that Spandau has a bright present now, because this is a fantastic match by the Germans. They will have their first victory in the prelims in the 2020-2021 Champions League season. And it's going to be a very convincing one against Ortigia. A lob shot in the end.